TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch. We're not live, but you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK, man. Don't forget, twitch.com is where we do live streams. I might go live tonight. You never know. Talk to them. We also got a Patreon. We got Monday through Sunday Premier League highlights, UK TV shows, UK movies. We're watching a movie this upcoming week. It's a movie that I owe the Patreoners, though. So, anyway, this is Clarkson, Hammond, and May, the most offensive clips in the world. I think this is from the... Y'all know where it's from. I ain't even going to get into it. Y'all see the thumbnail.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment,
you got then, James, this
scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
I don't know why I went to this screen, but we're there. I'm going to edit that out. Talk to him.
So what news have you got then, James, this week?
Well, actually, I've got some news from Korea.
You can't tell, can you, that Top Gear's just been sold in Korea?
No.
Well, I don't think there's any evidence. I think we're smoothing this one out nicely.
It's not showing.
Hello, you industrious little fellows.
That'll do it. I mean, here we go. Let's get negative. Why not?
That's got him on side. Well done.
So no, but do you know, there was something I bought the other day and it was organic. Do you know what it had been fertilised with?
Crap.
Yes, human excrement from Mexicans.
Not human. It's
Wait a minute. Human excrement? It's not human. It's cow, ain't it?
illegal.
It is. Mexicans can crap on your food.
No.
And then it's organic. They're all out in the fields.
No.
With sombreros and ponchos on.
Yo, bro. He is off the hinges. Oh, man. We got to start watching Top Gear again. No cap. No cap.
Defecating on your bananas.
Can I just say?
Defecating on your bananas. So he put Chiquita bananas together with a Mexican. Ain't that Jeremy?
If you're thinking of coming to America, this is what it's like. You got your Comfort Inn, you got your Best Western, you got your Red Lobster where you eat. Everybody's very fat, everybody's very stupid, and everybody's very rude.
It looks like you're in Florida, so that is a great... That's Florida, yes. Now, like outside of Miami, Palm Beach, outside of South Florida, that's a great description of Florida. Florida people are rude. I don't care what nobody say. And a lot of them big backed. So...
It's not the holiday program, it's the truth. Yes?
No.
Did someone say yes?
Bet, yes, there's a lady here saying
You've driven a Kia Ceed.
I work for Kia.
On purpose, or is it just like bad unemployment in your town?
It's a fabulous car and it's a fabulous company.
Really?
I've got one here.
You're not helping me there.
No, except for one tiny detail. The Koreans eat dogs.
Golly. I don't even know why they put Hammond and May in here. Mr. Clarkson got it. I always thought he was a little bit off the hinge when I be watching the show. I'd be like, bro, it's really teetering that line. And that's why, honestly, I put stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Because of people like Jeremy, but I like this negativity. I don't condone it. But I'm watching it.
You're going to come down one morning and don't come crying to me if you find Top Gear dog in a BAP.
It's time for a question. And the question is, where is the best driving road in the world? Something that has everything. The challenging bends, no traffic, the great views, the long, fast straights, the lot.
Yeah. Now, it's unlikely to be here because everyone does 5. It's not going to be here because everyone's on drugs. That's all just full of ox.
God, bro. This aired?
Al Gore says that's gone, so it's not going to be down there. That's full of spiders. Signposts here are all full of gibberish. They're all communist.
Australia is full of spiders. That's the general consensus from all Americans. We don't want to. We will go. I like Australia. It's nice. It's naturey. But them huntsman spiders,
This can't go there because the Americans will shoot you.
No!
Yes.
No,
What?
thank you. All
God, Florida
He off the hinges.
is awful. Nasty insects, old people, fat people, a lot of people who all offer you cheese. You want cheese with that? You want cheese with that? And then shoot you.
Where was he at? Kansas?
This to lorry drivers. Murdering prostitutes.
And fuel economy.
Fuel economy.
Breakfast.
Because this is a hard job, and I'm not just saying this to win favour with lorry drivers, it's a hard job. Change gear, change gear, change gear, check your mirrors, murder a prostitute, change gear, murder, check your... That's a lot of effort.
Maybe I should just watch it from season 1 on.
In a day. Started out in life, his career, with a lorry. So in fact, the only thing we can be sure he hasn't done is murder a prostitute. Grand Tour, a show that cares. This week it's disabled people, and next week we're doing people who are BLT.
That's a sandwich.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato?
Oh, no, what is it I mean?
You mean LGBT?
Yes, that. That's what I meant, not BLT.
No, it's lesbian, gay, bacon and tomato. That's the one.
That's my favourite sandwich, and we're doing that now.
Y'all remember when TV was this simple? We didn't always have to put this stuff. Like, I remember these days. It seems so far away because I'm looking like, dang, people really used to say that. But like, I remember it. What a great time. I know there's a couple black jokes coming, but I'm okay with that.
Next week.
Mexican car's just going to be a lazy, feckless, flatulent open leaning against a fence asleep, looking at a cactus with a blanket with a hole in the middle on as a coat.
Nah, I gotta hold it down for the Mexicans. My amigos, like, come on now, cut it out. Mexicans is some of the hardest working people that I've ever seen, ever, anywhere. Especially in the Midwest in America. Like, in America in general, them are some of the hardest working people I've ever seen. You're not gonna do that. What do you mean?
It's interesting because they can't do food, the Mexicans, can they? Because it's all like sick with cheese on it. I mean,
what? Who doesn't like tacos? Mexican food is some of the greatest food ever to be invented. What are you talking about?
Refried sick.
yeah, refried sick.
Yes, news from Korea. They've made Hyundai's made a new coupe, and I've got the sneaking suspicion the designer sneezed when he got here.
Oh, yes.
I think he may have been allergic to the spaniel in his sandwich.
Maybe his lunch bit his ankle while he was drawing that bit.
No, seriously, if you go to Korea, don't order a cauliflower cheese,
No.
because it won't be what you think.
I'm sorry, but just imagine waking up and remembering you're Mexican.
That'd be brilliant.
Bro, what do they got against the Migos? I'm lost.
It'd be brilliant because you could just go straight back to sleep again. Oh, I'm a Mexican. I'm a Mexican.
All I'm going to do all day.
That's why we're not going to get any complaints about this, because the Mexican embassy, the ambassador's going to be sitting there with a remote control like this.
I've never heard a joke saying that a Mexican was lazy. I've never heard that before. Never ever, not ever. I'm being serious. I've never heard it. It's shocking that they are the butt of that type of joke. That's not.
On to something. Children, if you're watching, school tomorrow, if you've got a science lesson and the teacher says, today we're going to do storage of hydrogen, pay attention, because whoever works that out is going to be the richest person the world has ever seen.
Ever.
Because honestly, as soon as they get the infrastructure worked out, that's just it.
Yep.
So if you're watching this in Saudi Arabia, time to break out your camel.
It's back to carpet.
Jesus. Nah, he really going for it.
It's for you.
Did he say it's back to carpet? Like a lap? Hold on.
It's back to carpets for you.
How fast were you going when you stopped?
I strayed.
These have to be out of context. Are these in context? Do they sound as bad as they actually are? It's funny though. It's all in the name of comedy.
Over the speed limit there, and I was caught, and they dealt with me efficiently and courteously, as befits a civilized nation, which is of course what France is.
No, France is a country you have to drive through to get to Italy. That's all it's for. All right?
He's not going to like it.
Don't France got escargot? Significant other! I have a question. Does France have escargot? France is escargot, right? They made that? Yeah. What is that? Snail? You ever had it? Yeah. How is it? I don't believe her.
It's like snails are on top of this like little bitty piece of bread.
Snail on bread.
Look, the fact of
Thank you.
the matter is, they've got better cheese, they've got better wine, they've got better... They
haven't got better cheese. They are a bunch of treacherous, lamb-burning Yorkshire peasants.
We drove deeper and deeper into
Look, no.
Borat country, but luckily I bought something that would help me blend in. I'm wearing this hat, so gypsies think I am one, and that's fine. I'm just a lucky gypsy. Pools winning gypsy.
Okay, news from America, land of the free.
All right, here we go.
They've announced in Florida that it's now legal.
Florida. Keep in mind, Florida is a lot different than the rest of America. It's on the brink of falling off and being their own country. So go ahead.
Of the free. They've announced in Florida that it's now legal. That's legal for bikers to ride their motorcycles without a crash helmet, as long as they can prove they've got $10,000 worth of health insurance. Well, that's just...
I ain't never heard of that. I thought it was legal anywhere to not have a helmet. I don't think they can make me wear a helmet. It's not like a seatbelt. I mean, it's very important. I wear mine. It's right here. But at the same time, like, if I feel like they're not gonna pull me up, they ain't pulled me over in Chicago for it. I don't think they would do it here either.
It's stupid. Apart from anything else, what's the point of insuring Americans' head? Well, there's nothing in it.
And even James's Ferrari, the 430, was a bit wrong. That smiling front end, it looked like a simpleton. Should have been called the 430 Speciale Needs. That is a proud moment.
I'm not.
But there's a slope on it.
You're right. It's definitely higher on that side.
Gingerly, we rejoined the open road. 3 religions down here. George Bush, God, country and western. In that order. Ascending order.
We don't make men our idols. George Bush could never. Or country and rock. I remember this episode though. We watched it.
I'll be honest, I have felt less conspicuous than this.
Here we are, sweet home Alabama. Pew, pew, pew.
That'll be easy. Well, they're Italian, aren't they? They'll just lie. That's what they do. Someone said, emissions is very important. Is it low or high? Low. Okay, my emissions is 1. And that's it. And that's how they'll just lie.
They will.
There's a lot of prejudices coming out, you know? What is this, a prison van?
I just thought it would be nice for them to arrive back in the country the way their ancestors left.
There's a pleasing circle.
Bro, it's shockingly funny.
Clarity to this.
Exactly.
That is thoughtful. That is very thoughtful.
No, it is.
Yeah. Jeremy,
Bro is really wigging.
didn't you recently call bus drivers Nazis?
No.
No, you did. You did.
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't. I said that they were little Hitlers and murderers.
Either way, fact is, they're quite cross, and more specifically, their union leader
Buses?
is furious with you personally. And he's gone on record as saying that you should spend a week working as a bus driver under their working conditions for their pay.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. What's he done there? What he's saying is that bus drivers' working conditions and pay are dreadful.
And he's their union leader.
Well, who's responsible for that? Him!
Yeah.
Basically, he ran to one end of the pitch, kicked it to the back of the net and went, yeah, I recognise that goalie, it's mine. I've got it. What an idiot.
He is. But you've driven
Yeah, nah, that was stupid of him, but come on.
a bus, haven't you?
Yes, lots
How
of bus
hard
drivers.
is it?
Easiest thing I've ever done.
Really?
Seriously?
It's as easy as sitting here.
Yeah, it's easier actually because you're not being filmed, so you can have a joint. No, sorry.
This is what springs to mind when we think about Romania.
I have a friend, he's a bus driver. He said it, I will give them that. He did say that was an easy job. We're not going to sit here and act like it's not difficult. All you got to do is ride that bus. You know what I'm saying?
Not that we do very often. We imagine it's full of oxes and people throwing stones at gypsies.
We should do a car that's quintessentially German.
Well, just replace the spoons with little sausages in
No,
clips.
no. Give it trafficators that go like that.
Bro, look at bro right here in the audience. He is baffled at what he is hearing.
A sat-nav that only goes to Poland. I'm fan belts that have been lost for 1,000 years.
No, I don't think so.
This is Magenius. At some point on this trip, Hammond's Bombay doors are going to break.
What I noticed a lot of Top Gear episodes they do this bit, the toilet. This is the third, fourth time I've seen it.
We know that. We're going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere, and he is going to beg me for use of this. And what I've done in there is...
Yeah, what
No, there's like an ice bucket. You fill it up with chemicals. This is the best thing I've ever seen fitted to...
But if you make a left or right turn or stop too hard, the bucket inside the trunk is going to fall. Is it like securely fastened down or what?
The car in. Everybody who comes here gets the trots.
Yeah. Now for the news, you might notice we've got some new furniture and a new telly.
I have heard that about like I believe that was the India episode. I've heard about that. It's called the something guts or what is that called? I don't know.
Now the problem is, you see, there was a fire at our storage depot. You might have seen it in the papers, and nearly all of our props got destroyed.
Yeah, and the police are saying, as you can see here, that it was arson.
Yeah, but I mean, who'd do that? It's not like we've ever upset anyone.
I know.
Cap. Probably the Migos got you.
Well, there was
Or a litany of other people.
vicar whose trio rammed in the Toyota pickup truck,
Yeah,
and
that was-
everyone in Wales, and everyone in Birmingham, and everyone in America.
Yeah.
And while we were making this series, actually, we managed to upset the Coast Guard, who said that we've ruined the English Channel. Vauxhall Vectra. Anyone got one? Who says you have? And you're a big chap. It's a nice car.
Good choice, sir.
I may have been wrong about that earlier. Which one would you have? Which one would you steal?
Guy. I wouldn't even answer the question no more. If I gotta make this type of face right here, double eye closed, eyebrow rolls up, lips non-existent, then I might not want to answer.
Like a car for you,
I changed from first to third on my pre-selection gearbox, which means technically I short shifted. When I say short, I don't mean that. I'm not being rude.
You keep saying short, don't you?
No, I meant I short-shifted. I didn't. I wasn't being clever.
Go. Bit of Christian motoring there. That man wanted to pull out. Let him pull out. What comes around goes around. He who is last shall be first. Boy! Chuffing, bus driving, bullying Nazi. Why don't you just wait and give your passengers a better ride?
There's going to be a rival for this. You know the car we looked at last week, the Kia C''D. Well, look at this. This is they're calling it the Proceed GT. I think that looks rather good. It
does.
And it's £2,000 less than the Volkswagen.
Yeah. But nearly £3,000 less, actually.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah. And the thing I like about that is they hadn't gone absolutely mad with it. It's a 1.6 litre turbo, 200 horsepower, which is, well, actually...
Well, no, it's not horsepower, it's Korean.
Yes, it's dog power.
It's not...
They ain't letting up at all. I ain't even beeped that was coming. It was so nonchalant.
Never had. London today has just been empty. Everybody stayed at home, you could whiz about, restaurants were empty.
The traffic actually has been very good today.
Very light now. Airports, people streaming through with no problems at all. It's also like being back in the 70s. It feels at home somehow.
Yeah. Do you know anybody?
Do you know anyone who's been on strike today?
Of course I don't.
No.
What, someone in public service? No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And we have to balance it, though, don't we? Because this is the BBC. And
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
frankly, I'd have them all shot. I would take them outside and execute them in front of their families. I mean, how dare they go on strike when they've got these gilt-edged pensions that are going to be guaranteed while the rest of us have to work for a living?
Yeah. Well, on that note of balancing in the...
First, I want to say...
They had to redirect. They was all right. But he's wigging now.
A couple more things about that Bentley. You see, you said there it was like a slab of old England.
Yes.
But Bentley is owned by VW.
Yeah.
That car was styled by a Belgian, and it was engineered by a man called Ulrich Eichhorn. Doesn't sound very British.
Are you presenting Top Gear, or are you writing a letter to the Daily Telegraph?
Well, I'm just saying that you know immediately that that car is German because it's got too much power. They've overdone it, as usual. Like they did on their French holiday in 1939.
James, the Queen is German, but
Yes.
you don't sing Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles every time she comes on the television, do you?
Well, I do, actually.
Yeah, he does.
But...
Top Gear World exclusive Clarkson's N-word shame. I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was that egregious. The whole N-word? Was it hard ER or A? Let me scoot over. Get a thumbnail. Alright, let's hear it.
These squirrels let him go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
A short while later, the three of us...
What? Wait, what?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
He did say it. He said catching goodbye to toe. I heard him.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. These squirrels let him go, eeny, meeny.
He did say it. What else would there to be put right there? I heard N, I heard a couple G's, and I heard A. It wasn't a hard ER, but he don't got that type of pass. I don't even think do he got black friends?
Miny, mo.
A short while later, the three of us had got the bridge finished.
That is a proud moment, Hammond, but is it straight?
Yes. Yes.
No, we've got a picture of it here. And
Yes,
the thing
that
about
one.
it is they use pale colours. They've got pale coloured seats, pale coloured carpets, pale wood, and that makes it feel light and airy and spacious. The only problem is that in one of those you couldn't enjoy a chocolate Magnum ice cream.
It's all right, I don't eat ice cream. I think it's something to do with being straight.
What? Are you applauding him? What's that?
Shout out to the community.
What do you mean? Are you saying everyone who likes ice cream?
Well,
So you're saying
ice
all-
cream is a bit, you know.
You're saying all children are homosexual?
No, but there's nothing wrong with it, but a grown man eating an ice cream, it's a bit, it's that.
Now, just like a grown man eating a hot dog, or a grown man eating a banana without breaking it into pieces. He actually onto something. I wouldn't word it like that, but it is definitely a Paul situation. Like, I don't go to McDonald's and cry about the ice cream machine being down because I couldn't get a cone. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat popsicles. I don't eat none of that. You know what I'm saying? You'll never catch me licking an ice cream. Now that he's put it in, like, now that he said it, like, I ain't never licked the ice cream as a grown man.
It's that way rather than...
I bite it. Pause. My bad.
That way, it is.
Welcome to the inside.
I have a bowl of ice cream.
I'm right. I can't believe you can't see that. It's a fact. It's easy. It's bothered. Thanks.
Anyway, listen, this is the big question I guess everybody wants to know. You ready? Are you now a mental?
No! I'm not. I'm fixed. I'm completely fixed and normal and healed. Thank you. What are you doing?
Well, you know, it's a tissue for if you start dribbling.
That's all I've had for 4 months.
What, tissues?
No! People hanging around just watching, waiting for my eyes to point in different directions for me to go bonkers. I'm fixed. I'm normal.
Are you? Anyway, they're coming back, not to Le Mans. They are, in fact, taking part in the Dakar Rally using a pickup truck. Got a picture of it here. But we're not particularly interested in the car. What we are interested in are the people who will be driving it. They're all completely gay-looking.
I mean, is he wrong? I'm going to frame it like that, the question.
Look at their arms and his pose and everything.
Their outfits. Do they know what the Dakar Rally is like? It's very rough out there and sandy and gritty and it ruins your skin. It's awful.
They'll have spare tyres and that hand cream and facial scrub, won't they?
He's not going to be looking like that when he gets back.
Sadly, though, this was also too much for the US government.
I just wanted to make sure that you guys are doing the documentary.
Oh, it is a documentary. It's not like a fooling around show. No, it's a serious show.
Jeremy's sincerity wasn't convincing, and his hand gestures didn't help either.
I mean, if I lived here, I'd have to spend my entire life listening to a bird in a box. Whereas if I lived here, I'd be able to do this.
This is not offensive.
Right. Where's some pornography?
I took no offense to that. Weed should be legal anywhere. And I'm not a smoker. But it should be legal.
We reckon that when someone from the Albanian mafia is choosing a new car, uppermost in his mind will be this. Can I get a dead body in the boot?
Yes. So that's why the car has a boot.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, to find out which of the cars is best, we have had to murder a passerby.
Yeah. And here he is. As you can see, he is quite a...
He's pretty big. How y'all... I don't even think all three of y'all can get him. Why is he in... Them are some big draws. And why he got on a double T-shirt?
Big chap, so he took a lot of murdering. Actually, do you not think there is here a case for the burqa? Because the problem goes away with the burqa.
Honestly, the burqa doesn't work. Because I was in a cab in Piccadilly the other day, okay? A woman in a full burqa crossing the road in front of me, or in front of the cab, tripped over the sort of pavement, went head over heels.
Face over apex.
Yeah, and up it came, red G-string, stockings.
That did not happen.
Promise. I didn't promise.
No,
it did.
Did you see this incident on DVD or pay-per-view?
The taxi driver will back me up on that.
He was in the cinema with you.
Tallest race on earth now, the Dutch. Officially.
He been like this. This is a younger Jeremy.
Mind you, they do take a lot of drugs. That's why they like Top Gear so much. Hello, Dutchie. Okay, here it is. Big story saying that homosexuals are banned from the Top Gear studio audience. Now, seriously, honestly, I've never read such rubbish in my life, ever.
Now, it is true. Of men and women in the
Bro, they did. Oh.
audience. Otherwise, it's a little bit like the early days when we only got the
What episode is this?
Subaru Owners Club, and that's a bit grisly. But we do not actually insist that you sleep with the person you come to the studio with.
No, I mean, often, you know, mums come down with their sons, and we're not suggesting that, you know,
we're not.
But everybody's welcome.
Exactly. The truth is, we welcome homosexual couples here. We particularly like the lesbian sort.
Oh, God.
No. I saw a film about lesbians on the internet once.
Oh, God.
It looked very interesting.
The interesting thing
This would really be wigging out.
about the French nation,
Jeremy is really off the wall.
I think because they are essentially peasants and communists, is that they are quite good at the fairly small and fairly simple car.
You see, right now I'm driving through a tiny little village, very rural, miles from any big city, and if this were America, it would be full of people doing whatever it is they do.
Kicking it?
Incest, mostly.
You thinking about Alabama? You thinking about somewhere? You thinking about somewhere that don't got no major? You think about Alabama, Kentucky, or something? We not doing don't let that. We don't do that.
Way to do that, they extended the windscreen back halfway along the car, so they look ungainly.
No, it's because the French always like to be first. They didn't know how to do the roof thing. It's like the French did that first face transplant. You know?
Yes.
Oh, we don't know what we're doing. We have the bottom of a baboon. We'll put it on. There we are. It's a face when we are first. And now, ladies and gentlemen, behold to bask in the turbulence of my magnificence. This is my ad.
A state of emergency has been declared in Poland today as the mass exodus continues.
Sources in Warsaw report mass panic as those left in the city make increasingly frantic efforts to escape.
Little effect. Thousands of people have jammed roads and crammed into
Military
trains.
leaders say that they have abandoned all safe controlling widespread
Tonight,
panic
as people continue to
chaos in the country's road network. The army says it's now powerless to prevent the ongoing mass exodus.
Wait a minute. Jerry's really off his rock. Berlin to Warsaw in the tank. Oh.
Clarkson's description of Gordon Brown as a one-eyed Scottish idiot has been branded offensive by a charity for the blind. Clarkson made the comments in Australia, where he's hosting Top Gear Live, a stage version of the BBC television show.
It was really on TV?
I was brilliant. Never seen such a nervous man.
He looked confident.
That is the first time I've ever seen a world leader admit we really are in deep.
He didn't use words, did he? Yeah.
We've announced a series of packages. He genuinely looked terrified. I thought, poor man, he's actually seen the books. In England, we have this one-eyed Scottish idiot. I've said that now.
You said that out loud as well, yeah, you have.
Well, the one-eyed Scottish man, he keeps telling us everything's fine. And
Wait, and the blind people?
Saved the world, and we know he's lying, but he's smooth at telling us. Whereas old Kevin last night, he really did look frightened.
Carry off the line bit.
No, this was oh my god.
But then, one day, in Paris, there was a meeting.
Escargot. Eel.
Messieurs, the time has come for us to stop
Dramatic reconstruction using actors.
making this spotty car.
Mon Dieu.
Sacre bleu.
But what shall you do instead?
Coat hangers, umbrella. How is this for a plan? We make terrible cars. In every way horrible.
Maybe très ugly.
Oh, well.
The engine très horrible.
Oh, nasty, unreliable, uncomfortable. Et l'intérieur,
fabricants.
They really hate French people. Or the French products from the people.
Oh, spit et Kleenex.
Spit et Kleenex, oui, oui, oui.
Ouais. C'est une bonne idée, n'est-ce pas? Oh, oui. Ne regardez pas un cadeau de cheval dans la bouche.
Monsieur, salut la voiture horrible.
Oh. And get the chef the suspension up here so we can fire him immediately. Oh, yes. This
those onions?
This meeting will put Peugeot on the map for many years to come. Make no mistake. Honestly, things I'd rather do than drive one of those include presenting next week's show while gently cupping James's scrotum.
And we're off the air in Korea.
Yeah, goodbye, industrious little fellows.
Give me a minute. I'm going to have trouble shifting that.
They be wigging, man. TLO, leave a like, comment, subscribe.